EMS question part 3. The nurse is caring for patient with asthma. What is the appropriate treatment for asthma? A. Alpha antagonist corticosteroids. B. Beta antagonist corticosteroids. C. Alpha agonist corticosteroids. D. Beta agonist corticosteroid. The answer is D. Beta agonist corticosteroids. Beta agonist is a treatment of asthma that relieve reversible bronchospasm by relaxing the smooth muscle of the bronchi. This agent acts as a bronchodilators and are used to treat bronchospasm in acute asthmatic episodes and to prevent bronchospasm associated with exercise-induced asthma or nocturnal asthma. The nurse is caring for patient with deep vein thrombosis or DVT. The patient's heparin sodium infusion has been discontinued and the patient is receiving prescribed warfarin sodium or Coumadin. The nurse should advise the patient that which of the following needs to be continued. A. Daily complete blood count. B. Laboratory test for partial thromboplastin time. C. Strict bed rest. D. Wearing elasticized support stockings. The answer is C. Strict bed rest. Strict bed rest is sometimes recommended as part of the treatment for an existing DVT in an effort to prevent a pulmonary embolism. Bed rest has been considered as the cornerstone of management of deep vein thrombosis for a long period of time. Amenorrhea for 5 weeks and breast tenderness. A. Positive sign. B. Presumptive sign. The answer is B. Presumptive sign. Differentiation of presumptive, probable, and positive signs of pregnancy. For presumptive, changes felt by the woman, morning sickness, vomiting and nausea, amenorrhea or absence of menstruation, breast changes, tenderness, firmness of the breast, fatigue, urinary frequency, and quickening. Probable sign. It is a more certain and indicative of pregnancy but not definite. Uterine changes, enlargement, Hagar sign or softening, cervical changes, contraction or painless contractions, positive pregnancy test, Chadwick sign or bluish discoloration of the vaginal wall, outline of serous body or palpable by examination. Positive signs of pregnancy. It is a definitive and unmistakable signs of pregnancy documented by the provider. Positive of fetal heart rate, heartbeat of the baby, heard in the Doppler, fetal movement, only movement that's felt by the provider, fetal visualization via ultrasound. The nurse is reviewing the healthcare provider's prescription for a child with streptococcal infection and notes that an N-streptolizine O titer is prescribed. Based on this prescription, which disorder would be nurse suspect in the child? A. Rheumatic fever or RF. B. Aortic valve disease. C. Pulmonic valve disease. D. Congestive heart disease. The answer is A. Rheumatic fever or RF. An elevated or rising levels of anti-streptolizine O or ESO are used to document a previous infection with group A streptococcus, there being remarkable response during the acute phase of rheumatic fever. The specificity of this test is 93% when ESO levels are above 960 international units per ml. The test is also aids in distinguishing between different forms of arthritis and rheumatoid arthritis. In addition to other disease, anti-streptolizine O or ESO is an antibody targeted against streptolizine O, a toxic enzyme produced by group A Streptococcus bacteria. The patient with a rheumatic fever The accurate test for rheumatic fever is A. Anti-streptolysin test titer. B. Blood cultures. C. Urine culture. The answer is A. Anti-streptolysin test. How to prevent rheumatic fever? A. Give vaccines to the pregnant woman during pregnancy. B. Isolation the children with tonsillitis. C. Give 9 months vaccination. D. Treat the children with rheumatic fever with antibiotics in full course. The answer is D. Treat the children with rheumatic fever with antibiotics in full course. In determining the 1-minute Apgar score of a male infant, the nurse assesses a heart rate of 120 beats per minute and respiratory rate of 44 per minute. He has flaccid muscle tone with slight flexion and resistance of strengthening. He has a loud cry with color of acrocyanotic. What is the Apgar score of this infant? A. 7. B. 8. C. 9. D. 10. The answer is B. 8. Ooh. A 5-year-old child was admitted with suspected appendicitis. A nurse was evaluating the child's condition, and the mother stated that the child did have his bowel movement for the past 2 days and requested for laxatives. What is the risk of giving laxative to patient with appendicitis? A. Pain. B. Fever. C. Rupture. D. Diarrhea. The answer is C. Rupture. What is the term that used to describe people communicate with same culture, goals, values, and ethical? A. Intrapersonal communication. B. Interpersonal communication. C. Intergroup communication. D. Interorganization communication. The answer is B. Interpersonal communication. A patient took his NPH insulin at 6 a.m. When he will experience hypoglycemia? A. 7 a.m. B. 8 a.m. C. 9 a.m. D. 10 a.m. The answer is D. 10 a.m. How many hours does NPH insulin last? NPH insulin is an intermediate-acting insulin that usually starts to work about 1 to 3 hours after injection, and the peak effect of NPH is 4 to 6 hours, and the duration of action of more than 12 hours. An overview of rapid-acting insulins and short-acting insulins. The rapid-acting insulins is a bolus insulin are usually taken at the start of meal. Examples: insulin aspart or Novorapid, insulin glulisine or Apedra, insulin lispro or Humalog. While the short-acting insulins is a bolus insulin are usually taken a short time before a meal. Examples: insulin regular or Intuzity, Humulin R, and Novolin. While intermediate-acting insulin, also called isophane insulin or NPH, is a type of insulin that you inject once or twice a day. It works throughout the day and night to provide you with low levels of insulin all the time. Intermediate-acting insulin is sometimes also known as basal insulin. Suspected patient with tuberculosis, what is the highest priority nursing action? A. Isolate the patient in private negative pressure room. B. Take nasal swab. The answer is A. Isolate the patient in private negative pressure room. As a 56-year-old man was admitted with complaint of working for 3 days. The nurse is preparing to administer infusion of saline 1,000 ml over 6 hours. What is the hourly infusion rate that the nurse needs to infuse infusion therapy in ml per hour? A. 155, B. 167, C. 190, D. 217. The answer is B. 167. A saline of 1,000 ml divided by 6 hours is 167 ml per hour. At 6 p.m., while admitting a woman for a scheduled repeat cesarean section, a patient tells a nurse that she drank a cup of coffee at 4 a.m. because she wanted to avoid getting a headache. Which of the following actions should the nurse take first? A. Inform anesthesia care provider. B. Ensure pre-operative lab results are available. C. Start prescribe IB with lactated ringer. D. Contact patient's obstetrician. The answer is A. Inform anesthesia care provider. A patient is transferred to the intensive care following craniotomy. The patient has a difficult to arouse, and the pupils are pinpoint and non-reactive. Blood pressure of 118/70 mmHg, heart rate of 58 beats per minute, respiratory rate of 11 beats per minute, and temperature of 37.2 degrees Celsius. What medication should the nurse prepare to administer? A. Adrenaline. B. Thiamine. C. Naloxone. D. Dextrose. 50%. The answer is C. Naloxone. A patient with schizophrenia. He complains with anxiety episodes, which needs to is highest priority in the Maslow hierarchy. A. Physiological needs. B. Self-esteem. C. Safety. D. Actualization. The answer is C. Safety. How can we prevent infection for preterm neonate? A. Schedule for immunization. B. Give influenza and pneumonia vaccine. C. Wear gloves and gown during the care of neonate. The answer is C. Wear gloves and gown during the care of neonate. A nurse who works in the surgical unit at one of the hospital was asked by the home health care nurse to make a home visit to a patient with colostomy who had been discharged from previous days in order to give him a follow-up care and education. Which of the following nurses should do the assigned task? A. Critical care nurse. B. Psychiatric nurse. C. Surgical nurse. D. Community nurse. The answer is D. Community nurse. A nurse is caring for a child who has tonsillectomy and adenoidectomy. The nurse should plan to assess which of the following complication: A. Pulmonary hypertension. B. Hemorrhage. C. Hearing loss. D. Orthopnea. The answer is B. Hemorrhage. The infant after circumcision. What are the non-pharmacological techniques to relieve pain? A. Breastfeeding decrease pain. A conscious victim of a motor vehicular accident arrives at the emergency department. The patient is gasping for air and extremely anxious and has a deviated trachea. What diagnosis should the nurse anticipate? A. Pleural effusion. B. Tension pneumothorax. C. Pneumothorax. D. Cardiac tamponade. The answer is B. Tension pneumothorax. Tension pneumothorax is a life-threatening emergency wherein a large air collection in the pleural space compromises respiration and cardiac function. This condition can arise from events like trauma or aggressive mechanical ventilation or resuscitation. What is the position for adenoidectomy? A. Semi-Fowler. B. Sitting. C. Prone. The answer is A. Semi-Fowlers. A 20 weeks pregnant primary gravida woman visits the antenatal, has sickle cell anemia trait, and worried this disease transmitted to her baby. Which of the following should be initial intervention? A. Plan for fetal genetic screening. B. Educate mother that her disease is inactive. D. Discuss the chances of genetic disease in the fetus. D. Gather data about the other family members having the disease. The answer is D. Gather data about the other family members having the disease. A 62-year-old woman admitted to the emergency department for the fourth time this year. Each time the patient comes with severe injuries and bruises in the body. What is your responsibility as a nurse to prevent such incident to happen again? A. Reports the assault to the local police and write a report. B. Provides information about a safe shelter and support. C. Instruct the woman to move away from her home. D. Discharge the patient to a safe shelter. The answer is A. Reports the assault to the local police and write a report. An 82-year-old woman with Alzheimer's disease had moved into a long-term care facility 2 weeks previously. Since then, the staff has found her wandering in the hallways in middle of the night. When approached, she is confused and frustrated, often forgetting where she is. Which intervention would most likely decrease the patient's confusion? A. Administer a sleeping sedative. B. Provide full-time nursing care. C. Place a night light in the room. D. Provide a large meal before bed. The answer is C. Place a night light in the room. The nurse is completing the pre-operative checklist for one of the patients who is wearing the ring. What is the most appropriate action? A. Give ring to security office. B. Lock ring with patient's valuables. C. Call patient's family to give them the ring. D. Respect patient's choice and leave the ring on patient finger. The answer is B. Locked ring with patient's valuables. An Indian patient who is vegetarian is being discharged from after an elective surgical procedure. The unit nurse is teaching usual visual aids and pictures about food combinations to complete routine. Which of the following food items should the nurse recommend a dietary list for the patient? A. Lentils. B. Potatoes. C. Macaroni. D. Green salad. The answer is when combined with a whole grain, lentils provide the same quality protein as meat. Lentils are a good source of protein. A half cup servings of cooked lentils provide about 12 grams of protein. With such high protein content, you are sure to be fueled up all day long. Which of the following indication for patient with myocardial infarction? A. ST depression. B. ST elevation. C. Short ST. D. None of the above. The answer is B. ST elevation. ST elevation for MI. ST depression for ischemia. The nurse is preparing to transfer a 55-year-old patient on the CT scan unit. The patient is too heavy for the nurse to transport. The nurse went to get an assistive device to transfer the patient. Which of the following transfer device is the most appropriate for the nurse to use? A. Board. B. Handle. C. Trapeze. D. Mechanical lift. The answer is D. Mechanical lift. During meningitis outbreak in one of the hospitals, the non-immune staff were given an immunoglobulin in order to prevent them from the infection. What is the type of immunity that will be developed by this staff? A. Active. B. Long-term. C. Natural. D. Passive. The answer is D. Passive. The two types of immunity exist with active and passive immunity. Active immunity occurs when our own immune system is responsible for protecting us from a pathogen, while passive immunity occurs when we are protected from a pathogen by immunity gained from others or someone else. A patient is being weaned off from the mechanical ventilator is about to hook the endotracheal tube to oxygen at FiO2 of 40. Which of the following oxygen administration device is the best the nurse in this situation? A. Ambu bag. B. Ventura mask, C. Tracheostomy color, D. Tipis or Briggs. The answer is D. Tipis or Briggs. In weaning the patient, a standard test for extubation readiness is an SBT with a T-piece disconnecting the patient from the ventilator and providing additional oxygen, or T-piece trial. Another widely used trial is performed without disconnecting the patient from the ventilator, using low levels of pressure to support ventilation of the patient. For physical assessment steps for the foot, start with A. Inspection, then palpation. B. Palpation, then auscultation. C. Percussion and palpation. The answer is A. Inspection, then palpation. A 43-year-old man in the post-surgical area complains of abdominal pain radiating to the navel, which is increasing with examination. His abdomen is guarded with marked tender lower quadrant. What is the immediate goal to care to do? A. Teach abdominal splinting during coughing. B. Administer pain medication as ordered. C. Assess pain and report immediately. D. Position on the left lateral side. The answer is C. Assess pain and report immediately. A 21-year-old is in oversized clothing presents to the hospital with a feeling dizzy and faint. The hair and nail appear thin and dry. The skin appears pale and she has sunken eye sockets and testing skin. Her body mass index is 16. She often induces vomiting after eating. Blood is collected for analysis. The blood pressure is 90/52 mmHg, heart rate of 118 beats per minute, respiratory rate of 26 per minute, temperature of 37.2 degrees Celsius, and the oxygen saturation of 97%. In the ABG test result, which nursing problem stem is the most appropriate? A. Impaired nutrition. B. Decreased cardiac output. C. Ineffective airway clearance. D. Ineffective breathing pattern. The answer is B. Decreased cardiac output. A patient with heart failure and suddenly has edema. What is the lung sound we'll be hearing? A. Rales. B. Ronchi. C. Wheezing. The answer is A. Rales. The lung sounds are heard with heart failure. The appearance of pulmonary crackles or rales is defined as discontinuous, interrupted, explosive respiratory sounds during inspiration is one of the most important signs of heart failure deterioration. While ronchi occurs when you exhale, causing a low-pitched snoring or gargling noise. The sound is caused by an obstruction in the airway and is associated with obstructive lung disease like COPD, asthma, and cystic fibrosis. And wheezing are musical high-pitched sounds associated with airway diseases such as asthma and chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases or COPD. Patient is receiving oxygen therapy by face mask. What is the oxygen saturation should be achieved? A. 85% and above. B. 95% and above. The answer is B. 95% and above. A soldier was brought to triage after being exposed to chemical weapons. Signs and symptoms of nerve gas exposure were noticed. A nurse prepares for medical management. Which medication should the nurse prepare for the patient? A. Atropine. B. Adrenaline. C. Sodium nitrate. D. Sodium thiosulfate. The answer is A. Atropine. Nerve agent poisoning can be treated with the antidotes atropine and pralidoxin chloride. Atropine has anticholinergic properties that are particularly effective at peripheral muscarinic sites but are less effective at nicotinic sites. It alleviates the symptoms brought on by nerve gas exposure by blocking the acetylcholine receptors. That way, even though the chemical attack causes an overabundance of acetylcholine in a victim's brain, the receptors do not pick up the signals and the person's nervous system has a chance to even itself out. A patient comes to the emergency unit with cough and severe dyspnea. The patient's medical history revealed a diagnosis of chronic heart failure and chronic obstructed pulmonary disease, blood pressure of 110 over 70 mmHg, heart rate of 87, respiratory of 23, and temperature of 37.3. Which of the following diagnostic tests will be more beneficial to a nurse to figure out if there is an exacerbation of heart failure? A. B-type natriuretic peptide. B. Arterial blood gas. C. Cardiac enzymes. D. Chest X-ray. The answer is A. B-type natriuretic peptide or BNP. Natriuretic peptides or BNP are proteins that your heart and blood vessel make. Natriuretic peptide tests measure the amount of your proteins in the sample of your blood. They are mainly used to help confirm or rule out heart failure in people who have symptoms. A 20-year-old man came to ER department in motor vehicular accident with one of his relative. All medical team attempts and failed and the patient died. What is the best action to his relative? A. Ask the relative to sit down. B. Assess the relative vital signs. C. Let the relative see the patient. D. Ask the relative to be patient. The answer is C. Let the relative see the patient. A patient returned to the surgical unit from thyroidectomy. The nurse observed that the patient is arousable. The blood pressure is 90 over 60 mmHg. Heart rate is 108 beats per minute. What immediate action should a nurse take? A. Recheck pulse and blood pressure. B. Administer intravenous fluids as ordered. C. Place client in modified Trendelenburg's. D. Assess the back of the neck surgical dressing for bleeding. The answer is D. Assess the back of the neck for surgical dressing for bleeding. A nurse is caring for a client with syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone or SIDH. Which of the following should be a priority intervention for the client? A. Monitoring hourly intake and output. B. Pressure ulcer prevention strategies. C. Encourage client to eat food rich in potassium. D. Restricting fluid intake of the client to less than 1,000 ml per day. The answer is D. Restricting fluid intake of the client to less than 1,000 ml per day. What happens in syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone secretion or SIADH? Is a condition in which the body makes too much antidiuretic hormone or ADH. The ADH is also called vasopressin. This hormone helps the kidneys control the amount of water in your body loses through the urine. The SIADH or syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone secretion, it causes your body to retain too much water. A post-dated pregnant woman is admitted for the induction of labor. Her fetal heart rate and vital signs are within normal range. Her intravenous line is maintained and she is to be started on low doses of labor-inducing medication. Which of the following medication the mother is likely to receive intravenously? A. Oxytocin. B. Cervidil. C. Cytotec. D. Cytoxan. The answer is A. Oxytocin. A 40-year-old man was admitted to a male medical department with pneumonia. A nurse in the department explained and obtained informed consent for a chest CT scan procedure with contrast. Which of the following ethical principles underpinning informed consent? A. Autonomy. B. Non-maleficence. C. Beneficence. D. Respect. The answer is A. Autonomy. While a nurse is assessing vital signs of newborn infant first hour of delivery, the heart rate is 170, respiratory is 70, the temperature is 36. The nurse would interpret this finding as in the discharge instruction as A. Anemia, B. Cold distress, B. Heart defects, D. Hyperglycemia. The answer is B. Cold distress. Which of the following statements describe the function of immunoglobulin or IgG? A. It does not cross the placenta and is present in colostrum and breast milk. B. It protects against gastrointestinal and respiratory system infection. C. It provides temporary immunity to bacteria and toxins to which the mother has developed immunity. D. It protects against gram-negative bacteria and can be found in cord blood. The answer is C. It provides temporary immunity to bacteria and toxins to which the mother has developed immunity. Maternal antibodies represents a natural form of passive immunotherapy in which the immunoglobulin repertoire of the mother's pre-existing humoral immune response is transferred to the fetus through the placenta. Immunoglobulin is the only antibody class that significantly crosses the human placenta that protects the fetus from infection or provides protection to the infant. Fertilization occurs in the fallopian tube, egg and sperm united to form which moves towards the uterus in a long journey to implant in uterus. How long the zygote takes to implant in the uterus? A. 3 to 8 days. B. 3 to 7 days. C. 7 to 10 days. D. 10 to 14 days. The answer is C. 7 to 10 days. A lot of theories talk about early skin contact in third stage of labor. What is the purpose from early skin to skin contact between mother and child? A. Warm the baby. B. Early breastfeeding. C. Improve uterine contraction. D. Decrease maternal pulse rate. The answer is B. Early breastfeeding.